I will now use parallel conversions to attack your life points directly. Devastating deck. I feel like Heimer and his robot army, ladies and gentlemen. Going forward, the Adaptatron loves it. So many keywords. Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN channel with another deck for you today. This one is actually an amazing deck, the Bandle bots deck, whereby it's my first time of using Heimer in a little while, and I wanted to use Heimer with the new region because technically Heimer does just count as Bandle City as well, but we did make a Bandle PNZ deck because it ended up working out quite well. So this deck is all about using, so we've got like the Adaptatron in here, building up a bunch of bots. The idea of being able to obviously share the keywords between these bots. One of the amazing combos to do in this deck as well is that once Heimer's on the board, if you can throw down Shell Games gives +1/+1 and elusive for this round. If you give that to the Adaptatron, number one, if Heimer's on the board, you're getting a 5-cost bot anyway, so you're getting a quick attack bot, which is a 5/1 who is going to be elusive, because if you put the elusive onto Adaptatron, it gives the elusivity to whatever bots are made, plus then whatever other bots that you make after that point, because obviously this refills your spell mana, so you can go for another flash of brilliance, or you can go for different spells, and potentially just build up an army of little elusive bots, which obviously is sharing the keywords. If you've already used a 2-cost spell, which obviously you've got Mystic Shot, you've got Pokey Stick, you've got Time Trick, then this bot could potentially already have Tough, meaning that those bots that are coming out are already going to have Tough as well as the elusive, and yeah, it could be quite devastating. This deck was actually amazingly funny. I put in Give It All. Sometimes Give It All is not needed, but sometimes Give It All can just be the clincher between a difference between life and death. That's the reason why I've kept it in the deck, because it's idea of being able to share the keywords. You might have already started sharing the keywords with Adaptatron, but if the Adaptatron you didn't find it, or it's not on, like I said, if you didn't find it, or it hasn't got the keywords because it's been placed on the board later than what's needed, then this is just a nice little way of doing it. Minimal, amazing against Sion, amazing against a number of decks, and yeah, stress defense to be able to protect Heimer's life as well. Viktor's in here because of the amount of creation cards that we've got. It does make a lot of sense just to have him in here because he just starts getting buffs, and the keywords that he can give to himself with his which is a core, which is hex core upgrade, can also go in to the Give It All. As the bot, the Heimer's bots have only got so many keywords, so he can give you a few more that you can spread between everyone. We've got some prank stuff in here as well. One copy of Production Surge, if you've got an Adaptatron on the board, or if you've got Heimer on the board, this is never a bad card. And yeah, this is the deck. It actually did really well. Shell Games and Flash of Brilliance. Shell Games definitely has been put into this game for Heimer. Hence why there's the little bit of which, if you look at the artwork, there's the little. I know this is the little creature, but to me this reminds me of Heimer's hair, so that's the reason why it's that's Heimer's card, right? And it actually works out really well. Given elusiveness, especially putting that on top of Adaptatron, is devastating. Now, admittedly, Adaptatron will lose it after the round, but the bots that are created afterwards, the bots that get that keyword on that turn, do not lose an elusive. That's very important to remember. So they get, so he only gets it for the turn, but the rest of the bots on that turn actually get to keep elusive. So comedy, amazing deck. Definitely need to give it a go because it is hilarious. So shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. All of the games you're going to be seeing were streamed live, so you want to come catch the action live for yourself over on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Please feel free to, as well as there's a Discord link down below if you want to get in there. Show me your deck ideas. I love seeing other people's deck ideas, and obviously sometimes they make it into videos, as well as there's competitions and whatnot that sometimes run in there, and the tournament that we are going to be working on should hopefully be going through that Discord. So please let me know, well, please join if you feel that sounds like fun to you, as well as obviously if you enjoy yourself at any point during this game or these games, why not consider hitting that subscribe button? Helps me out a lot, so please feel free to. If you already subscribed, thank you. As I said, if you're not, why not consider it, but do not feel forced. These are the options that are available to you, so let's get in and see how this deck did in a couple of matches. Sorry, I'll keep his hand. Oh, no. I'm only keeping his hand because I see Heimer. Literally, we're against Swain Caitlyn. I believe that Mogwai put out a deck quite recently on this. I didn't actually bother to see what the whole deck consists of, but I'm going to assume it's the Mogwai deck. Okay. So. I leave. I leave while I still have my ding. I mean, I could actually use Time Trick. There's no reason not really to use Time Trick. I'll go with the pokey stick. Go with the stick that pokes. Ooh, not a bad card. It's going to attune me as well. So I don't mind using it. It's like, do I wait for Heimer? I feel like I just go for it. That's fine. I use stress testing. I don't use stress testing. So, sod it. Giving you -2 power is just hilarious. just time bombs for every Nexus strike. I'd like to see you try and hit my Nexus. Now, admittedly, it does now mean that I do know that there is what's his face in there as well.
Not by a long shot.
Big part of me would love to play Viktor, but let's face it, the smarter move here is to throw down pokey stick and what's his face? Yeah. The smarter moves here are Mystic Shot, Pokey Stick. Okay. Throw down Heimer. Heimer going into stress defense if needed. I mean, there are actually moves that they could have, which... like, because well, once he's damaged, there are problems. I mean, that is just an amazing top deck for Heimer. But alternate entropy, a never-ending cycle. I accept. I accept your damage. Throw down turret. They tried to kill Heimer, tried to go for stress defense. Try and force. I mean, the thing is, the cool is, all I start doing is really helping out Swain. Okay.
We made it. Yay.
Oh, they actually get rid of They actually get rid of the second copy of Heimer because that was the second copy of Heimer. So that move was actually devastating because it did actually remove the second copy of Heimer. Okay, I accept this. I know that there is a slight chance that they've got Flock, that's the one. They could actually have another Flock, by the way. Just want to put out second Flock is a thing. Okay, hello there! How you doing, Eric? Hope all is well with you. But, I mean, he's halfway. I don't think that Heimer's going to get to his level up, though. I mean, we could obviously use Hex Tech, but I really don't think he's going to get to his level up. I can at least give him... Yeah, no, he's not going to get to his level up. So, oh, actually, is that 2 damage? This does help him. He's probably not going to go... So, he doesn't die to this, but there's so many other damage spells they could have. We can throw down the Adaptatron and give the Adaptatron quick attack. It's not ideal, but it's still something. So, yeah, more damage. That's fine. I knew it was most likely going to happen. It's much upset. The question is whether or not I will actually throw down the Adaptatron. I still I'm going to throw it down. I might as well give it quick attack. It's the only move that I've got here. I could have actually gone with this, which I could have actually gone with the Predict. Because the Predict would have meant that I could have got the Tough unit as well. So, that is actually my bad. While I had the chance, I should have definitely gone for the Predict. It would not have been a bad decision at all. Just so that all these units could start having Tough. I mean, I've literally got every single Viktor in my hand right now. Especially with Flash Bombs being in the deck, giving these things Tough would have actually been very legit. It's a bit of a shame that I didn't, if I'm going to be honest. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. So, there's no real point in... Like, nothing can save your life here. Let's see whether or not I can find something. Mystic Shot. I mean, we're getting near to the point where we might see a Leviathan drop. So I'd rather have, like, the knowledge of knowing I can deal with Leviathan. Okay. Of course! Genius in action! I can make a... I mean... I guess I could also just make a copy of the Leviathan. There is also that. Okay. Do I want to leave this, or do I at least want to kill one of these units? Sod it. Might end up regretting. Three cards, I don't know what they are.
You never.
I can wait. Mystic Shot. Means I get rid of the spider. If they throw down Leviathan.
Tough places bring tough people.
Okay. Just so they can start throwing flash bombs into my deck. It's fine. Attack's not bad. I can just Mystic this off the board as well.
Give me chase.
So, shut up, Mystic. Taking the 2 damage in for the spider. Though I don't really want to throw myself in because, like, Flock is a thing. I mean, I do have another Viktor in hand. I guess there is always that. I do have the knowledge that I do have another Viktor in hand, so it's not exactly the worst thing to do. Okay. Genius in action! I have a cool meme deck which you for you to try. What are we talking about here, Buddy Boo? What is the concept? What does the deck do? Okay. Tough. So at least those flash bombs aren't going to really affect Viktor now. Because I can't remember, does the flash bombs work as 1 damage each time? Okay, so they're going to be doing that. I'm guessing to try and hit him with like flocks and things, that, or like even potentially Scorched Earth? Maybe Scorched Earth. Mini Morph might end up proving itself to be quite useful to either remove a Swain or Leviathan. And we do have this to remove a Leviathan as well. Okay. I'll just let Viktor go forward. So if they got the Leviathan. Oh, that's the one! That's the one, the guillotine! Sadly. I can't work against the guillotine, but I can throw down the other Viktor. I mean, I say that, they could have another damage spell in hand, but sod this noise. I go all out for broke. Basically, what I wanted to do is I wanted to throw down the Leviathan, I make a copy of the Leviathan, and then I mini move the Leviathan. That's what I want to do. Ah, Heimer's back on the board, excellent. But yeah, no, throw down Leviathan, I make copy of Leviathan, I mini move Leviathan. That is where I would love the world to go. Am I willing to sacrifice Viktor here? All I've been doing is just taking 2 damage again and again and again and again. It's not ideal, obviously. But I have just been accepting it. Sod it. I know, like, I don't know why, like, I should probably just be throwing Viktor in front of these things. Okay. Yep, okay, that's the one. That's the one. Much upset. Just when he gets life steal, it would be useful to me. Okay. So let's get an 8/8 bot on the board. An 8/8 bot on the board with quick attack. I guess I could have gone for the 6, which is one of the 6 cost spells to give, like, to potentially give elusive to all my bots, but I'll accept this. Okay. I could go with concurrent dialogue, but I need draw right now. In all honesty, draw is actually essential for me at this moment in time. If they throw, like, I've still got the mana that if they do throw down, of course. Not actually the worst set of time bombs. The thing of it is, they should have potentially actually put more time bombs in my deck. In all honesty, because that's not exactly... I mean, I guess Guillotine out of everyone for it to hit the T-Rex was quite devastating, I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, out of they should have potentially just put the time bombs into the deck rather than taking them out, if I'm going to be honest. Throw down this. My bots can start having tough quick attack and all these things. They still can't throw down Leviathan, so I'm willing to get myself out of mini-morph territory. Oh, a time trick! Time trick, or even this, which means that I can start giving my things fearsome. Start giving my bots fearsome, is that worthwhile here? Kind of feel like I need draw, but I do like giving myself new keywords. So throw down this. With this bot also having, like, tough... I can wait until after this trade-off. Actually, no, we'll keep you back. But, you know, I can wait until after the trade-offs to see how things go. But, dude, I probably should have gone for draw, I'm not gonna lie. Draw is probably the ideal way to go here. Okay. That's fine. Oh, so it was just double flock. Okay, I'm very glad that I didn't let damage happen earlier on. I'm actually kind of okay with the moves that I've done now. Not finding that piece of knowledge out, I'm very okay with it. Keeping the mini-morph back as well. That's the level up on Heimer! Hello there, legend. How you doing? Wasted Karina, which is the Phantom Scourge. How you doing? Block with Adaptatron. I love the Adaptatron too much. I don't want him to die. His ability of giving keywords to everyone, all the other bots. He's too valuable. Ah, the pokey stick. Okay. So I'm still keeping myself. See, look, your damage, it does nothing. I'm still keeping myself in mini-morph territory, and that's the important thing to me. Because it's more if Leviathan drops. I need to make sure I've got an answer for Leviathan. The rest of that deck I'm actually fine with. Like, I've got board superiority. And more adapted. Oh! I really want to do this, but at the same time. No, I'd rather keep. I would rather keep the knowledge I've got this. I don't know what that last card is. Could be mini-morph. Not willing to risk it. I can pass here. And now I can use parallel conversions. I mean, I could also use this, but admittedly, all the keywords are already shared, apart from Heimer. I will now use parallel conversions to attack your life points directly. Devastating deck. I feel like Heimer and his robot army, ladies and gentlemen. Going forward, the Adaptatron loves it. So many keywords. Okay, and then we go again, and we can actually give people. We can start giving overwhelm to our bots. Share them out to my opponent. I mean, technically, I'm going to keep Heimer, but the comedy is that pranks don't matter in this thing because they've got so much discard. They just discard the card that you prank. So mini-morph against Sion is like your best, your only counterplay. Okay. So immediate discard. So Sion immediately being discarded. Giving this urchin over. Is that? I can't remember whether or not. Is that just? It just grants overwhelm, doesn't it? So that just has overwhelm continuously. Oh, is it worthwhile even pranking this deck? I'll wait. I'll save them out. I know that I've got Heimer in hand, so like saving Spellman is never a bad thing here. But I really need to be trying to find mini-morph against this deck. The second you mini-morph Sion, you're kind of like that's when you take the advantage and you know that all is well. Okay. I mean, that is significant damage. Kind of. I mean, I can, I guess, Mystic Shot this damage. Mystic Shot this damage, killed the urchin. Not not ideal, but it's the best move that was available to me, so I've got to do it. If they throw down Draven, we've always got a thermal beam, so Draven normally drops on turn 3, or not. Here they're getting rid of it. The fact that they've already discarded 2 Scions is devastating. Sorry, let's see what's going on in their hand. So let's start to make that rummage just that little bit more harder for them to use with their moves. Could consider this, but I'll leave the thermal beam for now. I can throw down Viktor next turn, use his spell. Then we've got to go with Heimer and hope for the best. Oh, they got some. Their moves, Yugi, are just too good. Okay, shell game. I mean, I said like, yeah, again, if I can find Adaptatron, it's just like that is such a good move with Adaptatron. It's just finding Adaptatron. That's where it comes in. Right. I could consider thermal against that, but I'm gonna throw down Viktor. Do actually have the second Viktor, so I can throw Viktor in front of this, then throw this on top of this. And of course, significant damage, also meaning that, actually, correction, that now means I could consider the thermal beam here. They're going to be, they're going to be dragging Viktor away with this. How close is... I mean, I haven't used any of Viktor's things. I could use the Viktor spell to instead... So...
The human mind takes time.
I mean, the human mind does legitimately take time, Viktor. I'm thinking to myself, do I want to go with, like, this here, and then, like, the quick one, but that takes up all the mana actually doing that spell, sadly, so I can't do that. Sorry, we're getting rid of the big damage. I'm still taking a bit, but we're getting rid of the big overwhelm. Viktor gets dragged away, and then they're still doing... I mean, yeah, I mean, you grab Viktor here, because that way you're still at least forcing significant damage in. They know they've got that fearsome unit in hand. I can throw down Heimer, but I've got nothing I've got nothing that can work with Heimer right now. I guess I can throw him down with the knowledge that I can start doing things next turn, but that is then going back into their turn. But if I throw down Future, I know that I've got this. Sonic. I have them! Sometimes you gotta do the Billy Bollocks moves. The Billy Biggs Bollocks moves and hope for the best. Now, admittedly, they've got fearsome, so if they immediately go for the open, which is what I presume they do, they know that I can't block the fearsome at the moment. Okay, so I assume immediate open. It makes too much sense to go for an immediate open for them not to go for an immediate open. Okay, lots of damage. Right. Throw down Viktor. To be able to deal with this. And also be able to deal with this. So out of everything that could have been, that was not the worst. That was not the worst go, but they could have gone forward with all the other things as well, by the way. They could have considered going forward with all the other things. Obviously, Sion is my biggest issue right now. If I can find Mini-Morph, I'm okay. I just need to find that Mini-Morph. Actually, I could have considered going for Time Trick and see whether or not I can find... So, go with this to see if I can find the Adaptatron. Because if I can find Adaptatron, that would have been just a devastating move to be able to give them quick attack and things. But, you know, you get what you can. Okay. Now we go wide on the board. Oh, and which is elusive Viktor as well is quite nice. Shit, I mean, are they giving? Is that share the vote to my opponent the second we start developing? They're like, okay, right, it's done. It's done. You've developed it. You go wide on me now. This game is over. Somebody bringing back Trundle. I have not seen Trundle for a little while now. And there are a lot of damage spells, which mean that actually mean that Freljord and that is not a bad place for Swain. With their like, so in terms of like control aspects with their avalanches, ice shards, their ravines. There's a number of things in that deck whereby they can clear a board space. I'm actually kind of gonna see. Ooh, we went straight to deck rather than hand. Normally it's the other way around whereby it forces you to go to hand first. So the only time it doesn't really do that is if it's champions. So is their hand just nothing but champs? Interesting. I mean, if their hand is nothing but champs, that is hilarious at the same point. Immediately go forward. Nothing really stopping me from going forward. It doesn't necessarily mean that hand was champs. It could have been other things. It's just that normally it takes from the hand first unless it's champs. So that's why I felt like it was going to be that. But it's okay. I sharded that. I can live. Well, they don't live, but I can live. Significant damage going in, so that's really helping the level up for Swain. I guess I can consider the ignition. It's helping Viktor out. I know that Viktor's in hand, so I might as well help Viktor out. No, like with the knowledge of knowing he is there to help. Especially when there's two versions of him. Okay, we'll throw down Viktor. He could be damaged and they could flock. He could get damaged and he could get flocked. But please be regeneration! Be regeneration, Viktor! Save yourself! Okay, fearsome. Not the best, not the worst. Okay. Give yourself regen. I mean, admittedly, this might be the turn where either Swain or Trundle drops. Trundle, of course, because he's got the better chance of surviving all this. Okay. I'm gonna throw down you and go for a. If we can actually hit the ice, if we can hit the ice pillar and make it go up in cost. Ooh, yet again, forcing up the cost of avalanche or forcing up the cost of flock is not a bad thing. I mean, forcing up the cost of flock is probably where I want to go. Like for 1 mana, it's a devastating spell. So forcing that up, I don't mind doing. If only you had quick attack, I would consider this. Because, I mean, I guess I could take this out. Troll Chant could be a thing. The human mind does take time. Also, Swain could drop. I need a blocker for Swain. So, sod it. I'm going to see what I can draw. See. I mean, mini-move, yeah. I'll take it. Mini-move, never a bad draw. Viktor prank deck. This deck is actually more about Heimer. In all honesty, 9. This deck is actually more about Heimer and making a bunch of bots on the field. If we're going to be pretty, like, honest about where the plan is. Okay, we know that they've got Flock in hand. That costs 3. So they're doing this damage in and can potentially, like, kill, what's his face? We can actually save Viktor's life potentially with stress testing. If I throw down Mini-Morph, that kind of like stops that plan from happening in terms of saving him. Okay. I'm willing to see what he gets here. Because bear in mind, it is also just helping towards his level up. We've got another Viktor in hand as well. We could actually just throw down like Mystic Shot and Fevergy directly in on him. So stress testing. He lives! He lives, but not well. Okay, let's see what he gets. Regeneration is actually good. Okay. I'll knock him dead. You say these words, Trundlewoos. You say these words, but do you mean them? So Trundle's down. That's also potentially going to be the level up on Viktor when it comes to just using his analyzing approach. So we don't really have, I mean, I've still got so many other things to worry about in that deck. But there's a number of things I'm now not worrying about anymore. Stress defense here is good to protect Viktor from Flock, exactly. That's where the plan came in. I really want Viktor, like Viktor. Sorry, Viktor. I said I really want Heimer, especially with these. Just like, oh, Scout, not bad. Scout, fearsome, challenge. mean, I could. Actually, let's see what we get first. Out of curiosity, let's see what's in. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Okay. Just remove and go forward twice. go forward twice with this boy. Always forward, indeed, Viktor. Indeed. Okay. So double Trundle down. My opponent's on 1 health. If we can fight, there's like so many spells that we have that can do damage. We just need to find one of them. Okay. So damage coming in here. We do actually have another Viktor in hand, so it's not. If Viktor dies, it's not the worst thing that happens. We just summon another Viktor to the board. I want to see what we can get through here, because if their stuff is slow speed, obviously they could have a fast speed flock or something, but or straight up Scorched Earth. That's fine. So we throw down Viktor. Throw down Viktor again. Let's see what we can get from him. Throw down Flash of Brilliance as well. You never know, we might find True Shot, True Silver Shot, or whatever it's called, the damage in 3 different locations. Oh, Gomez, no. Gomez, don't, no, Gomez, you've got victory. You've got victory, Gomez. Don't throw it all away. I mean, I could have just gone for an open. Gomez, why are you doing this? Gomez, you have victory. Why are you throwing it all away, man? Why are you throwing it all away? Okay, right. So, yep, I might be throwing victory away here because I'm allowing my opponent to develop. Okay. Immediately, my opponent has used up all of their mana now. Okay, let's go. Why are you doing this, guys? Why are you doing this to yourself? You don't need to. Okay. I mean, treasure hoarder. You know for a fact we go down that front, right? We can also go production search for Bandle as well. Analyzing approach. Okay, we throw some treasures in the deck. Share the mode to my opponent. They had no way of developing anything else on the board. All we need to do is just go wide on them. But share the mode to my opponent. Really well done. I'm gonna get rid of you. I kind of want to keep this. I'm gonna keep Mystic Shot for like the problem with that deck is it's got so many different ways of defending Zed that this is probably gonna be a misplay. I'm actually gonna leave this out for the time being. I don't want you to die too soon, my friend. Not too soon. Okay. They throw down the little shield person. Weirdly, I mean, I don't want to Mystic Shot the shield person, but I could Mystic Shot the shield person.
Quietly.
I feel like the challenge one's the one who I target here. Challenge unit. They got an elusive, but it doesn't stay elusive. Okay, Mystic Shots all round. I need to find Heimer. His bot calls for him. Find me Heimerdinger. If I can add this to their rallies, if Prank can hit their rallies, then you're already in an amazing spot. So, of course I don't hit their rallies, but I do hit one of their ways of defending themselves, which is big. If you can like hit their ways of defending themselves, like that is actually quite devastating. We know they've got an elusive maker as well in that hand. Okay, we need to go forward like this. They do that trade. I could consider Mystic Shot onto their elusive, knowing that one of their way. I mean, they could have another way of defending her, right? But they don't. They've only got 2 cards that we don't know what they are. So we're relatively okay, maybe. There's Zed. I know one of his ways of defending himself is sorry. One of his ways of defending himself is compromised, but there's Zed. I was gonna say there are so many ways. Shut up, to my opponent. Do I want to keep Minimorph here? I mean, Minimorph is good against Caitlyn, I guess. I haven't really got a turn 1 way of killing Teemo if they drop Teemo turn 1. So I don't want to keep this. I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm gonna keep this hand and then regret keeping this hand. I just love. I don't know what. There's something wrong with me that whenever I see Heimer, I'm like, I want to keep that man in my starting hand. There's literally no reason to do it. But my mind always goes, oh, there's Heimer. I must have him in my starting hand. That's amazing. They had like 2 flash bombs and immediately it all went on the top card. What are the chances of that? I mean, my opponent passes. I mean, if they were going to develop into Teemo, I'm going to pass on this turn. I don't mind keeping the Spellman knowing that I've got Heimer in hand. Okay. Yeah, no, if they're going to pass on that top, because I don't know what they were planning to develop after the fact.
Nothing's more exciting.
Interesting.
Unsolved mystery.
Throw down you, see what I can get. I mean, this really doesn't help me. I could get entrapment to throw some shrooms on there. Throw some shrooms on their cards. I guess drawing before I've got shrooms in my deck is not a bad decision. So drawing before shrooms get added and flash bombs get added might end up being okay. I guess bouncing bomb gives me a counter to potentially Teemo. I mean, I know that there are ways that deck can get round such things, but it's not a bad call on the front that if they do throw down Teemo, I've got a way of getting round him. Do I want to throw in a prank just to see what's going on in their hands? On it, let's do it. Well, I guess we know where their end game is. I guess we know where their end game is going. Okay. The fact that I've already got 2 of these now. It's okay. It's okay. So they got rid of so the thing they got rid of was the knowledge draw card thing.
What's on your mind, Sheriff?
Nothing new, I'm afraid.
I mean, is it weird that I just want to consider Mini-Morph right now? Mini-Morph before they have a chance to start like attacking me and putting these cards in. It does mean that like Heimer is less of a good card next turn, because I was hoping to obviously develop Heimer, but that means that I kind of lock myself out of spells. But it does mean I've got 1 less Caitlyn to worry about. That's what I need to tell myself. Sod it. I'd rather not have to worry about those bombs right now. Especially considering the fact that, like, if it's stopping her from planting them, it's stopping her from... So stopping them from planting them also means that I'm stopping them from activating to be able to help level her up. So, I'm okay with that. I want to still... It might be a misplay not trading the Octopus, but I want something to be on the board to still be a trade thing. Okay. Could have thrown down Heimer, but I still, yet again, I want somebody who's going to be a blocker. And so putting you down just means that I know that I've got that as a blocker if I need it. Okay. Should have just killed the Octopus. Should have just accepted the sacrifice of Octopus when it was the time. Go on, Octopus dies. Would have just, like, saved me from 3 damage. Okay. I can wait. Throw down Heimer, and then I've got a few different spells that can be used with Heimer, which is quite nice. I mean, I say a few different spells. I've got this. I can't use this one yet, but soon! Okay. Entropy, a never-ending cycle! Okay. Go on, throw down your Teemo! Okay. So they're already getting that, so they're going to be probably throwing that damage into Heimer, I assume. Might as well throw this down. Throw this to kill at least something. I guess do I want to start doing some damage into either of these two? Could be a consideration, but I'll take this. I'll take this. I know that it's bad on this front, but it's okay. I'll tell myself it's okay. throw down you because you're tough. So poison dart's not going to do anything about you. They could have many moves to maybe kill you. They could have waited to see if I was going to play this actually as well, which probably would have been the better plan. Because then they could have poison darted this, but okay. Save the mana. Actually, sod it. I might as well use these creation tools. While I've got them, I might as well try and help Viktor. But okay. But bomb for removal. What are we talking about? I've lost myself. Oh, choose the bouncing bomb for removal, yep. Okay. So, we know that we've got Shell Game. We know that we've got Shell Game. I kind of want to see if I can draw the bot. So, it does mean that if I do this and then, like I wouldn't be able to throw down Adaptatron anyway. It's the only problem if I did this draw, because it would cost that in order to throw this down. I could throw down Production Surge, which would just mean that Heimer would level. It would spank all my mana to do so. But it would mean that Heimer levels and we get an 8/8 on the board as well.
Dimensions don't determine themselves.
Oh, I've got so many moves I want to do. I guess we could use Shell Games and then go into the Production Surge. Is that worthwhile? It means that I'd get a 6, the elusive one. Which is not too bad. Sod it. I'll make you elusive and go like this. Means that I get some bots on the board. I've got bots in the board that I can put in, like I've got bots in the hand that I can put down. So anyone who dies, I can put on the board. I'll live with this decision. I'll live with it. Another elusive one. So we throw down the 2 elusives. They never saw it coming. It's times like this I wish I had Adaptatron. So they're gonna throw this down to kill you. Is it worthwhile throwing this down just so I can, like, pip them for more damage? Sod it. So they can throw this down to kill this one, then we throw down you. 5 damage on quick attack. There is actually so many cards that my opponent could have, by the way, that can be removal. But I'm willing to accept. We've got 1 flash bomb in the deck and puff caps, of course. Okay. Oh, if only we had the mana for you. Okay, might as well go forward with these. I'll keep the rest back as blockers. Okay. I've got draw, I've got this. I feel secure-ish. I mean, flash bombs I don't feel too bad on. It's the puff caps that can start to become a thing. We know they've got 2 Karina Masterminds in hand. And they've only got 2 of them. You know, it's not the worst situation to be in, really, is it? Okay, we've got Mystic Shot. Yeah, again, we've actually always had counter for Teemo. This needs to die. Okay. Is it worthwhile getting some draw going on for me right now? They would activate twice while this is on the board, so maybe draw's not my best strategy. Let's see what we get there. What's the Hex Tech famous thingies? Okay, or heck, which is the Swapperoos. Okay. So I can trade one of these off the board. Might as well just do this damage in. They're going to be getting poison darts to go into the other ones. Can kill the old man. Kill the old man. Throw down this to kill you. So let them throw these down. I'm okay with this, actually. Throw this down. They go to kill, like, you know, potentially, like, kill these things. I live with this decision. Bear in mind, these are fleeting, so it is a use it or lose it kind of thing. But sod it, I'm going to do this because in case they pass, I want to make sure this is dead and off the board. I want to make sure that you die. So they wait because they want this elusive to be on the board so they can hit this elusive for 1 point. Or not, okay, that's fine. I thought they were waiting because they wanted to do one, because I guess they forgot that we had leveled, so all these things were at 2 health anyway. We can go forward and we have the plan of switcheroos if... Ah, of course you still get hit! Okay. So. Sonic, we go forward. Don't want to keep Heimer back from this. It's the knowledge that I can swap, like change another one into this. I go forward. I might end up regretting throwing Heimer into this mess.
Let's race. You and me.
But okay. We've got 2 flash. So I want to transform you into this. See what my opponent does to that fact, because they could actually have a removal for this. Okay, now I just need to hope that when I draw the cards, that the 2 flash bombs aren't... Ah! Of course they hit the one I don't want them to. And also I would have actually been able to save Heimer's life as well. But of course the flash bombs are in both of which are like in both, and they hit the one I didn't want it to. Okay. How many puff caps we got? I mean, we're starting to get to the point where this could actually be quite devastating to see hit the board. Okay, bouncing bomb could kill you. Throw down this, obviously. I mean, I'm not in the best of places. In all honesty, I'm not in the best, but we'll see what happens.
Those fools know I own this city.
So, is that actually, that's the one which plants, isn't it? Yeah, plant, flash. So, they want to do that and then potentially throw down the other one next time. Okay. I think to myself, do I want to bouncing bomb this? Because every single time when I'm drawing a card, I'm putting flash bombs in my deck. So, I could remove that from being something on the board. Does mean that I get rid of potentially Teemo, Teemo counter, but sorry, I want that dead. I've got the other mastermind who could come out at any point. Not the best. Okay. So, they could just go straight... Oh, no, they go for Caitlyn. And she is leveled. Okay. Which I do not have a mini-morph to be able to deal with right now. So, she's already going to be doing 2 damage to my core already. Part of me's kind of interested to see. Might end up regretting the choices that I'm making here. Pokey Stick is not really doing too much for me. It gives me draw, but draw is kind of my enemy. Could consider Viktor. Hope that he doesn't hit anything. Of course he hits a puff cap. Should have probably waited for them to do their attack before I started doing drawing and whatnot, but I'm gonna go with the decisions I've made. Regardless. Okay. So many issues and problems, by the way. And also they can just throw down Mastermind as well. That's also a move they've got. Okay. Kind of glad that they didn't. Okay. Throw down you. Now faces! So we're going to be taking, you're already going to be taking 5 damage. Could have gone with this, which would have just meant that we could have actually potentially traded Caitlyn off the board. Because I assume, okay, or not. I legitimately thought they would have gone instantly forward with that, but okay. Okay. I might as well defend. I mean, I'm already going to be taking 3 damage instantly off of that anyway. I guess actually I do have the pokey stick, but the pokey stick might end up being more... It's going to give her more damage, so I'll leave it. Might end up being my downfall. Okay. You gotta believe! Owie! Potential death. Go forward. Go forward. Just don't question it. Just go forward before they play this card. Like they could have lethal on it. They could have get excited. There's no reason that they wouldn't have get excited. Just immediately go forward. Let's not screw around anymore. Just go, 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 go.
Careful now.
Okay.
Right where I want you.
Potentially pokey stick and things. Okay. See how my opponent develops. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I feel like they've got nothing else going on in the hand. They've done all they can. It's whether or not we see the damage. So they're going with that. So they're going like that, just to be able to do the damage in. Because obviously that's a lot of flash bombs. Flash bombs are coming. We could lose a lot of things here. The thing of it is that I can't even, like, not even, or do I actually want to go with changing you into you? Because if I change you into you, those flash bombs are going to have less of an effect. So weirdly, that's actually more than... Normally I'd want to change things into elusives, but let's change things out of elusive and change them to tough. I mean, obviously, puff caps also could have been death to me, but I'll do this. Shut them out to my opponent! I mean, obviously, death could have come through puff caps, but that was the best move that I could do there to get myself through and still do the damage.
Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.